plumbing and electrics, at least the first fix of plumbings and electrics. I don't know what they call that in the United States anyway. So had the electricians in last week. Yeah, more or less a competent job. I've got a few repaired bits and pieces on the steel mesh, just to make sure that it's got the strength that it needs when the renderers come back and start doing the finishing work. But you know, the form of the house is all complete. I suppose I can walk you through it. So this is going to be the kitchen. Fridge will go here, cabinets around the L shape. That'll be the pantry. And then from where the edge of the pantry is here, running across from this column, this is going to be like a dance floor area. There's going to be a wooden floor that we're going to be installing in. Everything back from here will be ceramics. That will be done during phase 2 as well. And then obviously terrace area, there'll be a hot tub with an ocean view. Hot tubs come later. And then here, so it's half bathroom, washing area. There'll be a linen closet here just to kind of section that off a little bit, and then into the main bedroom with a walk-in closet. This is where our large water boiler is going to sit, and then the ensuite bathroom. So everything's nicely in shape. I have never known an issue with electricity like I have in this country on the coast here. The salt just destroys all of the fixtures. We had the company came out and changed the meter. It was absolutely rotten from the inside out. And hopefully they'll come back today. If I go over here, you can see the spaghetti that is ours on that pole over there. And it's the bit up top they need to sort out. But it's just going to be a constant maintenance thing. It's never going to go away. Their cables are really bad, even though we've replaced ours with copper and put them under the ground to insulate them as best as possible. Any connection is a weak point and the salt will get to it. So it is what it is. Anyway, if I can get enough power today, I've got a little bit of tack welding to do on the top of the panels up to the metal deck. And I have these support struts that I'm putting in certain places for heavier things. The one real weakness of this panel system is you can't put heavy things on the wall without extra support. So these struts support the cabinets, and we're going to have struts in here for the air conditioner unit, and the client wants to hang a very large mirror over here as well, and we've got a couple other things. So it's a little bit fiddly, but it's still a lot quicker than working with block. So it's a great truism that if you want to live in this country, you have to learn how to adapt. And if you want to build, then doubly so. And this scene in front of you here is a classic example of that. This is basically a spring base for a dance floor. Originally, the idea was to use strips of yoga mats running across the floor. And there's a whole bundle of sort of Chinese superstores that have popped up in this country. And they were selling exactly what I needed. But when I went, they'd sold them all to someone. Some gym had come in and cleaned out not just one, but all of the stores in Santiago. So I was like, okay, what do I do now? Well, they had these kids' tiles on sale, which are exactly the same material, and they're better because they're thicker. So, yeah, it looks very odd indeed, but it won't matter. We'll have 3/4 inch waterproof MDF board running across in one direction, and then Brazilian cherry tree stained coming across in the other direction. It will look really nice when it's done, and it will have that little bit of give like a proper dance floor should.